First of all, I apologize for the fact that we're not in my normal filming space. There's a guy with a freaking chainsaw outside my bedroom window. Clarification, he's cutting down tree stuff, not actually, a guy with a chainsaw outside. That would be concerning. We're good. Don't worry about it. On to what the video is about. So, you incoming juniors and seniors probably just cringed at that title. And that's okay. I'm here to help. This video is actually dedicated to a girl named Baum. She's a junior in high school and she came to me for some college advice back in March. And I realized that there is so much that teachers and counselors don't tell you about the college application process. So let me give you some advice that worked for me. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt. The college application is different for absolutely everyone because everyone has a different idea of what they want to do or where they want to end up. And maybe you don't know it all yet, and that's okay. It's all a part of the process. Which leads me to my first piece of advice. It's okay not to know something. A little side note to you high school freshmen and sophomores, you do not have to worry about this yet. I mean, yeah, it's good to have some sort of idea, but do not think seriously about anything until you get to this point. I'll give you a specific example later on. For you high school juniors and seniors, you don't have to panic every time an adult asks you where you want to go to school or what you want to study. This goes especially to you incoming juniors. I mentioned this before, but at the beginning of my junior year, I wanted to study theater in New York City. Obviously, that is not the case anymore. However, if you're an incoming senior, my advice to you is to apply broad. Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but do some research. Think about things like, do I want to go to school in the city or in the country? How far away do I want to be from home? Do I want to go to a small school or do I want to go to a bigger school? My second piece of advice is to know yourself. It's important to know both your strengths and your weaknesses when you're choosing a school and when you're applying to a school. And sometimes you have to face the hard truth. Like maybe you're absolutely terrible at math, but you're pretty good at English. Or maybe you need a school with a small student to teacher ratio because you need to be able to go to a teacher if you need help. All of this stuff is okay to admit. However, it is incredibly important that you focus on your strengths when you're applying to a college. What I found to be very successful is to go in with an edge. I'll be honest and say that I was a pretty shit academic, but I was incredibly involved with theater at my school as well as community service. My college's average SAT score is a 2100, and I got a 1650. See, don't stress about the things you're not good at. Focus on what you strive in and emphasize the crap out of it. And my last piece of advice is admittedly cheesy, but if you can do the best you can do or want to do, that's something to be proud of. Don't think you need to go to an Ivy League school to succeed. There is absolutely nothing wrong with going to a state or community college, if that's where you want to be. You're more likely to succeed if you're in a place where you're comfortable and happy, than in a place where you're just struggling to get by and you're absolutely miserable because of it. Like I said before, take all of this with a grain of salt. The words of your parents, teachers, and counselors are much more reliable. Needless to say, you should keep some of this stuff in mind. If you're looking for more advice, feel free to personal message me or email me, and I'll see what I can do. For you incoming juniors and seniors, I wish you the best of luck. You're kinda gonna need it. Oh, you can totally see my tan. That's embarrassing. Ha. Oh, I have a really, really bad farmer's tan. I didn't notice it until I filmed it here. Emily the Brave. This is why I don't usually film in the stairwell.